중심 국가가 될 수 있는 것입니다. 특히 이번 대회에 모신 은면동 지도자 여러분, 평화대사 여러분, 이제 여러분은 진실 앞에는 당당해야 합니다. 이 길만이 이 나라가, 이 민족이 사는 길임을 명심하고 앞장서서 독생녀 참 어머니와 함께 이 나라를 하늘 앞에 봉헌하는 자랑스러운 경상국이 먼저 되기를 축원합니다.
True Mother received the love and devotion of all the leaders of 1041 towns, for whom she outlined a new direction for their lives. The artistic expression that the first and second and third generation members developed on stage during their performances heated the atmosphere. The parade of flags united everyone together. True Mother gave a great blessing to the Hyojong Cultural Center, the Hyojong Citizen University, and the KCLC and the community of the new heavenly villages. Spearheaded by Park Yong-bae, head of the sub-region, 10,000 leaders warmly offered their determination to God and true parents.
신마을 공동체 사업의 추진과 학사를 통해 이념과 사상만이 아닌 마을 주민을 위한 행복한 가정 공동체 운동을 전개하여 신통일 한국의 비전을 이룰 것을 결의한다!
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 The program reached its climax when 10,000 citizens, newly blessed couples of the chosen people, sang the songs, The Land of Promise, to mark the grand finale of this rally, which gave new hope for the establishment of Jeonneuk. And thanks to Peace TV, all the events were broadcasted live, and important media channels were able to connect with the event in the Yeongnam region. The victory celebration was a moment of blessing and joy. After receiving everyone's efforts and offering, once again True Mother gave words of encouragement to all the members.
내가 여기 몇 년 만에 왔나? 6년 6개월. 조금 더 있다 올 걸 그랬나? 예, 오늘 대회를 놓고 신경상국은 할 수 있다야? 우리는 어마어마한 하늘의 백을 갖고 있어. 그렇지? 너희들은 참 부모에 의해서 하나님의 본질도 알게 되었고 예수 그리스도도 알게 되었어. 마태복음 7장 7절 기억하나? 구하라. 응? 구하면 구해질 것이요. 찾으라. 찾으면 찾아질 것이다. 두드리라 하면은 문이 열릴 것이다. 뭐가 두려워? 오늘날의 기독교인들이 이 구절을 100번 1000번 외면서 통일교를 찾아와야 돼. 그런가 안 그런가? 기독교가 고대하고 찾아야 할 분은 독생녀 참 어머니다.
아주
이 한민족 오랜 세월 동안 하늘의 보호 가운데서 나온 민족인 것은 틀림없어. 그렇다면 정치가가 주인이 아니야. 본래 주인은 창조주 하나님 하늘 부모님이시다.
아주
그 하늘 부모님의 꿈을 이루어드리는 분은 참 부모다.
아주
참 부모를 통해서만이 모든 인류가 이 나라의 백성도 하늘 부모님의 자녀로 축복을 받을 수 있다. 이거 얼마나 당당하고 멋있고 감사하고 좋은 일인가. 참 부모를, 특히 이 시대의 독생녀 참 어머니를 사랑하는 사람만이 이 나라 시군구를 책임질 수 있는 사람이 되니 교육받아라 해야 돼. 알겠어?
예.
당당하게 권위 있게 나가주길 바란다.
예.
She lovingly asked them to become chosen families who with dignity and confidence face the truth. Sub-Regional Director Park Young-bae gave a report on a meeting that took place on October 28th at a gathering of the Euro-Asian and Asian Railway Group, which attracted politicians, businessmen, religious leaders, and the press. The heartfelt and moving testimony of political, religious leaders and the media leaders touched the members hard. YSPUs who work hard under the name of the Hyojong Round to restore universities also offered their Hyojong resolutions out of gratitude for our true parents' love.
저희가 반드시 하늘 부모님 참 어머니의 꿈을 이루겠습니다. 참 부모님! 참 어머님!
Gratitude and praise filled the room. And so the members of 58 churches of Shin Gyeongsangguk harvested the fruits of 100 days of devotional conditions, visuals and prayers on this joyful occasion and praised the victory of this day through Hyojong dances and songs, exclaiming together 3 cheers in support of the establishment of Cheongguk. Despite Trumada's long and tiring schedule, she joined the banquet and listened into the late hours to the testimonies of the elderly, the young, directors of organizations, leaders, and shared their joys and sorrow. This week's rallies conclude the successful event from Sub-Region 5, and Trumada is once again on her way to different parts of the world. Peace TV will broadcast live the events that will take place in Cambodia on the 19th and 20th of November. We will broadcast in 6 languages the work of the substantial Holy Spirit. And for the coming week, we will share with you in a special edition the second rally which took place in the heavenly nation of Jeolla. That's all for today. Thank you and have a good week.
many greetings from Israel. We have just finished the Hyojong Chombo event here in northern Israel, and for the very first time, the ancestors and spirits of Israel, going all the way back, I think, to Adam and Eve, could receive liberation and blessing thanks to our wonderful Hyojong Chombo team. I'm especially grateful to Reverend Lee, who came all the way from Korea with his top staff, and they really graced this occasion. Everybody worked so hard, and I think the feeling at the end of it is one of complete victory and happiness.
This is the new beginning of Israel,
중동 리전의 새로운 역사가 될 것입니다.
and this will be the new history
하늘님
of in
참모님
the Middle East.
감사합니다. 어메이징 이스라엘 스페셜 이벤트. God bless Israel. Thank you so much.
Beloved brothers and sisters, we have wonderful news for all of you from the nation of Israel. Our true parents allow us to hold the blessing for the ancestors until 430 couples. Everything was done under the guidance of true parents and with the help of the Chombo team, especially Vice President Lee, and in the presence of our regional chairs and presidents. So we're very grateful, and we wish all of you successful blessing events in your countries.
I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. Amazing. I cannot believe. But this is truth. Thank you. We will continue blessing. Adieu.
Very, very thrilled with this great divine event. I really did not imagine before that this will happen. This great event will happen here in Israel and the Holy Land.
The whole spirit world was here in Israel opening this new chapter of Chombo here, and it was really amazing. Brothers and sisters were very happy. Me seeing it from the stage, seeing all the spirit world joining in, really rejoicing. All the ancestors and being blessed like white and pure spirits. It was really amazing. I'm so grateful.
Our couple was able to finish the 430 here in historical Israel. I just feel my ancestors are so happy and so liberated. And I really wish that all our brothers and sisters can do the same before Foundation Day 2020.
We was very, very happy, and it was very good. Thank you for the all. You and all the team.
Thank you. Earlier this week, Fumiko and I had the opportunity to be in Dubai and in Abu Dhabi to attend the World Tolerance Summit in the United Arab Emirates. And you know, it was an opportunity for us to experience the deep love that our Muslim brothers and sisters have for God and their desire to serve God and honor God in the way they build their buildings and in the way they try to lead their daily lives. Of course, something is still missing. We all need to work together to be one family under God. Let's hear a little bit from some of those who were there.
Hello everybody, greetings from the World Tolerance Summit. This is our second year here, and as you can see we have an exhibition stand this time in the exhibition. This is a good improvement, and it's really been a good chance to meet many people. There's been a lot of interest shown, people coming around and actually taking time to talk to us, having a look at the different publications. A really good chance to see great development in the World Tolerance Summit partnership with UPF.
This place is quite nice because very easily people can stop and we can have a conversation. And many people are really concerned about tolerance, and also people want to work for peace.
So many people has a good motivation, like for us, try to bring the unity of the different religions, different races. And we have met so many good contacts. And thank you so much that the True Parents idea, and that we have the most highest teaching we have, and this is the opportunity to share the True Parents teaching. Thank you, everyone.
Finally, I want to encourage everyone to join a special 40-day condition from November 18th to December 28th. We'll be supporting True Mother all the way from Cambodia to New York City as she travels the world to give the message of love and blessing. Thank you, everybody, and once again from Northern Israel, Shalom.
fölrakni a jelentéseket, majd ezeket a oldalakat. Jó reggelt kívánok mindenkinek, kedves testvérek! Óra felkapcsolódást talán hogy a kedves napot mögött. Köszönöm szépen, hogy valamelyik, nem tudom melyik. Igen, még én is össze kell önöket. Egy kicsikét gyertek előrébb, hogyha lehet. Jó, onnan hátulról, fiúk egész nyugodtan lehet előrébb jönni. Egy pár sorra. Nem is fogjátok látni a Dávidot, meg a vetítést ott egész hátul. Az nem olyan, engem nem látszak. Leülni egyébként. Ki jön énekelni? Akkor mielőtt leülnétek, akkor szeretném megkérni, hogy mindenki álljon. Köszönöm szépen. Kezdjük el akkor a mai istenszakokat, ahogy szoktuk, ugye a kórussal szeretném megkérni a kórust, hogy jöjjön előre, és mindenki álljon fel, és akkor énekeljük együtt a kórussal a dolgokat. Köszönöm.
Sziasztok! Hogy vagytok? Jól vagytok? Na figyeljetek, én fejembe vettem, ugye folytatom ezt a szendalos megzenésítést, és akkor elindulunk mindjárt. Ki ismeri föl?
Várhatni néni.
Igen? Igen? Szendalom, mindenki ismer szendalom.
Mondják a megoldást.
Tessék? Nem, aki tudja.
Nem, Kati néni mondja.
Grace of the Holy Garden.
Nem? Nem, az már volt. Az se.
Ennyből nem tudjuk felismerni, egy kicsit játszani.
Van egy tippet. Hangerő van, tehát itt kell egy kis hangerő. Na jó, még egyszer, jó? Még egyet adok meg, még egy lehetőséget.
In the computer you can put more than that.
Ki volt az? Az.
Ott a színes tévé.
Na figyeljetek! Nézzük meg, akkor elhúzzuk a repeszt. When I behold. Azt kell tudni róla, hogy tényleg föl lett játszva, tehát nem ilyen számítógép keverte dolgok.
Várja, Andris, át kell húzni, várja, nem látják. Andris, át kell húzni.
Húzd át.
Ott jön! Itt átjött. Várjál, de itt most a segeret is át kell húzni. Jó, de nehéz ez. Az első mindig nehéz. Tetszett? Lehet használni. Meg kell mondjam a történetét, hogy átmentem az ismerősömhöz, ugye ott van elektromos, meg minden jó. És akkor mondta, hogy figyelj, nem tudom nagyon sokat foglalkozni vele, mert nincs idő, stb. És akkor így teljesen belejött, és akkor így szól a gitár, mindent fölpakolt ő maga. Tehát ennyire inspirálta őt ez a dal. Visszahozom. Nézzük a következőt, lehet találgatni. Jó? Reméljük elindul.
1, 2, 3, 4!
Ennyi elég is volt. Kérem? Tessék? Az nem a dal címe. Igen, a Grace of the Holy Garden. De aki hallotta, az nem mondja be. Az úgy nem ért. Jó, mert lesznek az ilyen furcsaságok. Nem kell meglepődni, ez egy igazi rockdal lett.
Húzd át.
Azt is lehet.
Húzd át.
Át kell húzni, de ezt már tudjátok kívülről. Áthúzom. Így jön. Megérkezett. Naptarsod Sándor, ami mind a kettőző csinálta meg a videót, Balázs Sanyi. Köszönjük, Sanyi. Nyugodtan lehet, hogy most 3 ilyen dal van, ugye lehet használni őket otthon, éneklésnél, csoportos istentisztelet STB. És most nem tudom, hogy mennyire lesz. Az első, ami E-ből indul, mindenki E, jó? Megvan, ugye?
Igen, E.
Hoppá, visszarakom. Igazi pop-rock szám lett belőle, igaz?
Igen.
Na hát, használtuk majd egészséggel. Ennyi az én részem. Nem tudom, mi lesz most. Ima, nem? Robi.
Nem maradjatok állva. Zokni kell biztos őket, nekem ez nagyon nem állt még össze, ez az utolsó, de majd megszokjuk, biztos vagyok benne. Kérlek, mondjatok állva egy percet, még szeretnék imádkozni, remélem egy imát. Mennyi szülőnk és igaz szülők, szeretnénk most megköszönni a lehetőséget, hogy itt lehetünk ezen az Isten tiszteleten, és ahogy minden vasárnap próbálunk új inspirációt gyűjteni a következő hétre. Mennyi atyánk, igaz, hogyha még életében tényleg elért számtalan győzelmet a helyreállításban, és az a gondviselés, mennyi atyánk, ami évezredeken keresztül olyan lassan haladt ebben az elmúlt kevesebb, mint 100 évben, ugye, az atya születése óta ki tudott teljesedni, de mennyi atyánk minden győzelem mellett, amit igaz atya elért, minden eredményem mellett, amit igaz atya elért, tényleg sokszor látjuk, érezhetjük azt, hogy még mindig nagyon messze vagyunk mennyi atyánk az eszménytől. Hogy amellett, hogy olyan régóta ismerjük igazszülőket, mint az atya tanítását, olyan régóta ismerjük az alapelvet, tényleg sokszor a mindennapi életünkben a munka, az iskola, a körülöttünk lévő emberek, a társadalom mellett nagyon nehéz élni az eszményt, nagyon nehéz mennyi atyánk összeegyeztetni azt az abszolút hitet, abszolút szeretet, abszolút engedelmességet, amit atya tanít, és próbálunk elérni körülöttünk levő világgal. Szükségünk van minden nap az inspirációra, a tanításra, vezetésre, az ima által, a honpoki által. Szükségünk van tényleg a vezetésre, mennyi atyánk ilyenkor is, hogy vasárnaponként a vezetőnk, nemzeti vezetőnk, vagy bárki, hogy tanít bennünket az Isten tisztelet által, tényleg feltöltődjünk, tényleg a központi személy által, az Ábel által összekapcsolódjunk mennyi atyánk igazszülőkkel és veled. Szeretnénk tényleg próbálni befogadni, hogy ma Dávid ismét tanítani akar nekünk, hogy minden alkalommal próbálja kiönteni a szívét, és próbálja tényleg azt az elkötelezettséget, elhatározást, ami benne van, tényleg átadni nekünk is, hogy mi is tényleg tudjunk lelkesebbek lenni, tudjunk többet tenni, tudjunk többet felajánlani, feláldozni. Imádkozunk azért, mennyi atyánk, hogy tudjunk erre képesek lenni majd tényleg ezen a mai napon is, be tudjuk fogadni ezt, és tényleg tudjunk próbálni így élni a következő évben. Ennyit szeretném megköszönni azt, hogy mindannyiunk nevében itt lehetünk, megköszönni azt, hogy a világ 2 milliárd emberéből tényleg bennünket találtál meg, bennünket választottál ki, hogy megkaphattuk az áldást, hogy a második generáció gyerekeink ugye a feledendő bűn nélkül megszületettek igazszülők áldásával. És itt vagyunk mennyi atyánk, megvan a lehetőségünk arra, hogy az őseink, az elmúlt generációk őseivé válva tényleg mi szabadíthassuk fel őket, hogy mi áthassuk fel őket, és mi köthessük össze őket tényleg veled és igazszülőkkel. Ez nagyon különleges lehetőség. És sokszor biztos nem mi vagyunk a legmegfelelőbbek erre, de mi vagyunk azok, akik itt vannak, és akikre ez az áldás és ez a teher egyben, ez ránk hárul, és tényleg igyekeznünk kell legjobbat kihozni ebből, legtöbbet megtenni, amit meg tudunk tenni. Így tényleg készíts fel bennünket erre a következő hétre is most, hogy tudjuk teljesíteni a felelősségünket, tudjuk teljesíteni azt a mi kis felelősségrészünket, amivel részt tudunk venni, előhögyük minél gondviselést. Szeretnénk most meghívni az Isten tisztelethez, hogy taníts bennünket, vezess bennünket erre a hétre. Imádkozom most testvéreimeibben, Robert a Gransz családban, ami áldott közben család. Köszönöm szépen, szeretném, hogy ide foglaltok helyet, és akkor szeretném megkérni Dávidot, hogy tarts meg az élet.
Jó reggelt kívánok mindenkinek! Nem beszélek magyarul, de ki nem érti angolul. És van a fordító készülék mindenkinek. How are you? Good morning everybody. So, how are you, brothers and sisters? Do you feel good? I know everybody struggles with many things, you also. I received last time such a feedback that we can also have Sunday service more like as the discussion. So if you have some comments or you would like to ask for clarification of something what I say or you don't understand, just feel free to ask, you know, or we can talk about, because it's not completely sure that you understand what I try to say. And if you would like, you know, to ask like this, it will be for you much better if you will be more close to me. But anyway, just if you need something, because we are anyway not in such a big amount of people that we cannot discuss, and it's also not that I should know everything the best, you know. I don't know many things, and I will need to know them, how to do them, because as you see, the Hungary is not restored, so I take responsibility for it, and I don't know how to do it, I can say it. But I'm looking the ways, yeah? So, anyway, we have to build up Chonelguk here, so I let this title there still. And when I was thinking about the last time of my service, I realized that I concentrate for things which I see they should be not as part of the Chonelguk. So I was thinking that this time I will concentrate for the positive things which should be part of the Chonelguk. It means for the spiritual growth, what we should reach, because anyway, we are not here, I said it many times, we are not here to destroy the hell. We are here to build up the Chonelguk, build up the heavenly kingdom. So, as usually, I would like to remind you the Zoom meeting. This is directly how you can connect with Michael Balcom and how you can have really connection with the Providence which going in the Europe. I don't know who is connecting regularly to Zoom meeting, and who don't know when the Zoom meeting start or how to connect. Everybody know. It's amazing. So it's really good, you know. True Mother said also in this video in the EMU that Heavenly Parents worked 6,000 biblical years in order to send the true parents as the new Adam and new Eve. It's logical. This was all his beginning. He was working for having one man and one woman, have Adam and Eve. This was his original plan. If he will change his original plan, it means that Satan had influence on it, and he will become co-creator. So he has to come to the original plan. So there has to be new Adam and new Eve who fulfill the responsibility of true parents, who become the embodiment for the true heavenly parent. And this is our true parents. And if we really are not united with them, you know, we are indeed unfair to heavenly parent. We are rejecting his work, you know, because he was working so hard for this. Anyway, I would like to remind the 40 days condition. You heard about it? From personal viewpoint, I am proud that we started 1 week before. Of course, you can think that we are not June. I cannot say I'm June. I cannot say that I know. But if you will check it with the national condition which we started from the Monday, who know that we started from Monday the 40 days condition? Okay. Yeah. So you will see that basically first 5 points of national conditions are very similar to this one. And you know, you can see that also through Mother, through international headquarters, she's thinking about it like this. So we have to do the special devotion, because anyway, if we will not invest in ourselves, we will not develop. So whatever effort we will make, it will come back. Because there will be no righteousness, there will be no Heavenly Parent. So whatever effort we are making, it's coming back to us. So if we are making the effort in line with the guidance of Heavenly Parent, this is the best thing which we can do. So, what is the purpose? As I mentioned, we need new Adam and new Eve. So we are praying for true parents, that they stay as long as possible here. Even though people don't understand and still are not able to receive this grace which Heavenly Parent is giving, we have to try to support. So we pray for their health and longevity. We pray for achieving of the victory of 2020. You know, this will be True Father 100 years birthday. And when True Father departed to the spirit world, there was no high politicians who will participate on his Songha ceremony. You also heard that for Sunhak Peace Prize, the former UN Secretary General Moon will receive the special prize, and who will be the other two? Yeah, the president of the... Anyway, you see that this will be high politicians, so we are trying to invite also people from the Europe, and we have to try also from Hungary. We have to try to reach to the politicians, because as True Mother say clearly, and it is also written in the Divine Principle, Heavenly Parent need to guide his children, another he cannot be the parent. And true parents, as the embodiment of Heavenly Parent, they are the brain, and through us, we should basically influence the nation, we should influence the politicians. Another, we cannot change the environment. Another, we cannot build up the Heavenly Kingdom realistically. So even though you don't feel like this, we have to be the people who are trained for this. So we need this victory on 2020. We need as much as politicians there. We need to support. The time is really ready for it, that people can accept true parents. And we should work for the fulfillment of vertical and horizontal condition to become heavenly tribal messiahs through the liberating and blessing 430 generational ancestors and blessing of 430 couples. You can see how the Chombo events is important, because Heavenly Parent need people through work. Heavenly Parent don't have the hands, don't have the mouth. He needs people through whom he can embrace. He needs people who will show the right standard. It's clear, you know, if you imagine, if you imagine Heavenly Kingdom, did you have some idea about it? How you imagine what will be the most important for it? I shared it last time when I imagine this is the parents. If you will have a parent, somebody who really loves you and on whom you can 100% trust, you can get free of all the fears because you have somebody whom you can really depend on if you need. You can freely develop all your skills without any fear. You can treat with other people completely freely like your brothers and sisters. But we need such parents. For any reason, Heavenly Parent choose all of us to become such people, to represent the true parents. But we need to grow up to such standard. You cannot be a parent if you still think self-centeredly. It's clearly, you know, it's valid for me also. So all of us, more of you will think about it, this concept, you will see how you should grow up and how you should change. It's voluntary, you know, to become a parent, it's voluntary issue, you know, become a real parent. Of course, in the physical world, you have a child, but there are people who give it up. There are baby boxes, you know, you can put the child there, you can put child for adoption, or you don't need to care about it. You know, it's everybody's free decision. But to become a parent, Heavenly Parent clearly show us through the physical world, this is a sacrifice. You sacrifice completely for this baby. So if you want to really be in the parental position, represent true parents, you will have to sacrifice for other people. It's clear, you know, this is the principle. So whether you decide to take it or not, it's, up to everybody of us. But like this, you can come closer to Heavenly Parent, because He is the one who sacrificed the most. Yeah, so this is the condition. It will start on the November 18th to December 28th. We can have a full bow in front of true parents, or Hondoka reading, what is part of the national condition. We can make the fasting. We can make additional things. As I said, more we are making the effort, more we can receive the back. So of course, we can have time to watch TV, or we can have time to read Hondoka. It's up to everybody's decision. But when we invest, there we will develop. If I invest in studying of mathematics, my ability will develop in mathematics. If I invest in studying true parents' world, my understanding will develop towards the true parents. Yeah, if I make the effort to try to witness, make tribal messiahship efforts, I will develop on that skills. We should also see that True Mother is asking that we do tribal messiahship first vertically, participate on the Chombo event, restore the people in the spirit world, and also, try to bless the people. This is guidance. As I said, Heavenly Parent know that He need to bring His ideal back, and the restoration of the spirit world is part of the restoration of the physical world. Once we will have the spirit world on our side, there will be nobody. You can see that from the fall, how the Satan, evil, was able to dominate the world, because was able to control the spirit world. That's why we need to restore it. True Mother know why she is asking it, and through her is asking Heavenly Parent. So if we are not united with this idea, not supporting, we are rejecting the war which Heavenly Parents prepared. As I said last time, we don't need to have so many experiences with the true parents. But from Heavenly Parents we are receiving love on daily basis and care. And if we look through all the history, you can study parallels, how Jewish people were rejecting, frustrating His work, or not in our time, all the time in Christianity. We should think twice whether we want to really cause again the pain to Heavenly Parents, prolonging by not connecting with His effort. Yeah. Because we know that the Hyojon, filial piety culture, is the essential. We should think that we should be filial children to Heavenly Parent. And there will be special donation to support the Holy Wedding Anniversary. It means, support the Vision 2020, the summit. It will, of course, need some support. It's again, whether we are tuned with true parents, whether we would like to support their effort, because true parents are not making this summit 2020 in Korea for themselves, that they have their people, but because they want to help us to restore the world. They want to that our children live in better world. And the question whether we will join this effort or not, Yeah. So this is the condition. So as I said, I am happy that we started, and we can see that also international network received. You can see the schedule of True Mother. She is going everywhere. There will be broadcasts from Cambodia from Tuesday and Wednesday, you saw. So she is traveling in the world. She is not sparing herself. Same as True Father, before he passed to spirit world, 92, he was traveling 8 times to America. And finally he got the sick, It can happen to True also, so we have to make the effort. If we really appreciate the true parents, that they keep true the health. Because once, there will be no the clear guidance, the restoration will be much more difficult. Second things, I don't know if you saw the memo about the Chombo event, but it's very important that after Foundation Day, the number of generations that can be liberated and blessed will return to the previous standard. So, you will be able to bless just from 1 to 350 and liberate 351 to 357. I was quite surprised, because I was thinking it will not come back, because once we already reach at that level, it will stay. I was thinking, they said that it's special grace, but I was thinking, maybe we will continue up somewhere, because, you can think that through Chombyong, additional generations are adding. My understanding already first time when, mother lines was added, it was that, okay, if everybody will respond on the father's line and we lay enough condition, like the membership, we don't need mother's line, If there will be enough people liberated and blessed in the spirit world, we don't need more. But, heavenly parents need some kind of effort, some kind of number of people with support. And, if we don't reach it, he need to ask additional, So finally, it was from 120 to 160, 210, 430. I can freely imagine it can grow up even further, And it is simply because the condition has to be made, And it has to make the people who unite with the true parents. If there are less amount, the condition will be harder. It's natural. If there will be more people, it will be lighter. So if you really would like to participate, please know it that, after the foundation day, it will be much more challenging. I did this before the special grace come, and I say to you, every 5 months, or 4 months, to contact the champion, and try to ask. It needs certain effort and really concentration. Yeah. So this is announcement. Yeah, and concerning the Chombo event, I would like to ask Zsuzsi to read the reflection of our regional director Dieter Schmidt from the Israel Chombo event, because that we see that this was really important. And I can be really proud that from Hungary we had 5 people there. I mean, if we count the TV. But originally we were asking for 4 people, so somehow I felt happy that we did it. So anyway, Zsuzsi will read.
A reflection, Chombo Israel. When I heard about the Chombo event in Israel, I felt immediately I have to participate and help to liberate Jewish ancestors who had died through the Holocaust. Over the last 70 years, Germany had tried hard to pay indemnity for the indescribable suffering of the Jewish people caused by German Nazis. This indemnity, however, did not set the Jewish people free in the spirit world. This can only be done through the grace and power of our 3 parents and the Chombo event. These were my thoughts before I came to Israel as a representative of our German movement. When we installed a prayer room this morning with Reverend Im Hyung-moon, I had a deep experience with Jesus Christ. I felt his deep sorrow that after 2,000 years after he offered his life for our failure, there is still suffering and war in his home country. The peace which Jesus tried to bring seems further away than ever. Just in this week, over 80 rockets were fired. I wanted to console Jesus and started to cry. Today I heard from Vice President Lee that this is the smallest Chombo which ever took place. However, True Mother had sent 5 brothers of the Chombo Korea to support this event because True Mother more than anyone else knows how significant this Chombo event is. We are all so grateful that True Mother is given this special grace to this region. When we did the Chanyang Yoksa, I could do Yoksa to several Israeli people. I prayed in deep repentance and tried to give as much love as possible to our Israeli participants. In this moment, I saw scenes from the concentration camp, where suddenly the prisoners stood up and could leave the concentration camp and left their prisoners' clothes behind. It was such a liberating feeling. Then I had to think of those Germans who were in charge of the concentration camps. I could feel their hearts were in total prison, and I started to pray to repent for them. Only through repentance they would be able to separate themselves from the satanic invasion of their heart and mind. And suddenly I saw in the distance how a prisoner and a guard were embracing each other and cried and cried. I thought, if our Chombo events can heal the deepest hell, then nothing can stop heaven and our 3 parents to build the everlasting world of peace of Chanuguk. I'm so grateful that True Mother sent the Korean Chombo team to Israel, because now Israel, Palestine and all surrounding nations will be even more in the prayers which will be offered in Chombo, Korea. President Lee gave a very encouraging message, and we all feel so much more close to each other. In deepest gratitude, Dieter Schmidt.
Yeah. I think we can appreciate Dieter Schmidt. Anyway, yeah. So this is concerning the Chombo event, concerning the spirit world. So I wanted to put this all together, that everybody think about it before the foundation day. Really, this is guidance. You can see, I know that the Chombo team is very crucial. You can expense it on the champion, you know. This is same like leading, you know. If some person, I was on the champion, and there were a team which invested so much, especially this Korean team, you know, such a thing that you think that this person is almost crazy. So you need to join, you know. Somehow you cannot sit still, you know. It's such power. So when True Mother sent it there, I think she really think that, you saw the photos, there was not so many people, maybe less than 100. But she sent this team for it, you know. Of course it must cost money, you know, buy them ticket, everything. But she see this is important. Because we know once the peace will come to the Middle East, it can come also to the North Korea. This was what True Father predicted already a long time ago. So, yeah, we should invest in it and in this effort. Okay, now coming to my Sunday service. We are listening this Godi Bless from Anthology of True Mother about her, and there are many really deep things about True Mother. Because if we want to grow, I will talk later about 8 stages of the spiritual growth. But we should first understand where we have to attend. What is the standard which we should live? Really, how the true parents, if we should resemble true parents to the world, we should know which heart they have and how they are living, and how we can do it, you know. How we can grow up spiritually if we don't know which standard or how grown-up person look, you know. Just making the effort, you know, this is like if you would like to build up the house and you don't know how it should be, you know, you don't have any clear plan, you know, just putting the bricks, sand together, you know, and other parts, you know, it will be nothing, you know, without plan. So for our spiritual growth, same as like study, you know, it's need concentrate effort. And we need to know what we would like to reach, you know. If you are studying, you know what you would like to learn. So if we want to develop spiritually and raise up our spiritual standard, we should know what we should attain, where we should arrive, you know. Whether our standard is that, you know, we will be like sportsmen, you know, not needed to sleep in the night, and we say we united mind and body, because, you know, we don't need to sleep, or we sleep just 3 hours. Napoleon was sleeping 3 hours, you know, making the wars. You know, so, you know, that's not the standard. Of course we have to be able to unite mind and body, but spiritual growth is about something else. We need to really see the true parent's heart, because this is what we need to grow in. We need to grow up in our love towards the people. So there is no time to delay. It is time for us to overcome any attachment to individualism. It is time to live and work to love, care, serve and harmonize together as one family under God. If we unite centering on God and true parents and work together, we can build a world of true love, true joy and true harmony. This is what I said, that heavenly parents work to send the true parents, only begotten son, only begotten daughter. This is the original plan, and if we know about it or not, it's our issue, but it is the plan how heavenly parents work, and we are fortunate that we can understand it. So we should really know that this time will never repeat, and we are living in this time, and we should try to make the effort to really make the situation of heavenly parents more easy and help him and join his effort. If we also want to be children of true parents, we have to really know them. and try to really resemble them, trying to understand them. Because you cannot be a child of somebody if you even don't understand their heart. You know, what is the heart and love? This is important. You know, if we say that we have to resemble true parents, or in what we should resemble true parents? Shall we resemble them, you know, in their appearance, carry the same clothes like they are carrying? In what we would like to resemble true parents? Or you don't want to resemble true parents? Yeah?
Have some same sensitivity to God.
Have some sensitivity to God. And how do you think that heavenly parents feel? Very sad, yeah. Don't know, you know, my spiritual sensitivity developed. More I, you know, make the effort. And sometimes I wish I cannot bear already, you know, because if you will feel Heavenly Parent's heart, when He is continuously rejected, you will face resentment. You know, through parents they came, you know, to heal our resentment of Heavenly Parents. We know it very well. And this was one of the tasks, you know, to comfort Heavenly Parent, because He was rejected so much, accused so much. He do for people everything, and still, if they get in difficulties, they are accusing Him. I realized that face of the people you can recognize in the difficult situation. When we are in difficult, we really recognize our own face. When we are in challenging, what we will say to Heavenly Parents? Why you put me in this situation? Why you don't help me? Or we will say what true Father said. Don't worry about me. I will manage it. I will manage it. I will come victorious from it. I will bring victory for you because you give me already so much. And I am mature enough to really go through. But I say to you, if you will open sensitivity to Heavenly Parents, so difficult. You know, I realize, do you know why the spiritual senses are closed for us? Why Heavenly Parents close it to us? You know, because there is a reason. You know, Adam and Eve had open spiritual senses, and they felt Heavenly Parents, they felt the angels, they communicated with them. But after Heavenly Parents took this away, but why? Because if we will be spiritual sensitivity to each other, we will not be able to love. If we will see the fallen nature in me, in other people, it will cause such a barrier. This is Satan's tactic, what he wants. He wants to separate people, build up the walls. You can see all the people are building the walls between, you know. So if we will be enough sensitive to each other, we will not be able to go over. You know, you can read the Crown of the Glory. If I am betrayed, if I am, you know, accused, I still should laugh. But who is able to do? We are not able. Once we will have such a heart, our spiritual senses can develop. I realized it very clearly when I joined. I realized my spiritual sensitivity corresponds to my heart. And nowadays, personally, I'm so afraid that my spiritual sensitivity develops more quickly than my heart. That in my family, they said me I have resentment already. Yeah? And, you know, it's true, you know, if they feel it, it can be true, you know. So I have to go, I have to develop my love. In spite of what I feel in the people, I have to be loved. This is the only way. This is what Heavenly Parents is doing, but it's not easy. Now I'm just concerning to it that you said we should develop sensitivity to Heavenly Parents. Yes, we should do. But if we will not develop the love, it will be destructive for us. We will develop the resentment. So, yeah, it's very, very, very problematic. Yeah? It's not easy. You cannot. So, anyway, I don't want to preach, but we should think about it. Really, this is, you know, why Heavenly Parents close it. And if we will be able, if we understand the self-centeredness of others people, because we are not perfect. I am self-centered, I know it. You can look what people are doing, not what they are saying. You can realize that how much they are self-centered. And still we have to love each other. So in this love, indeed, we should resemble true parents. Love and heart. Okay. Yeah, and I believe that the spiritual sensitivity will come when we develop the heart. It must be like this. So if somebody would like to develop spiritual sensitivity to Heavenly Parents, connection with the Heavenly Parent, he should develop his heart and love, same as true parents have. Okay, what is heart and what is love? This is important. Okay, we agree. Or if you don't agree, somebody, I said it can be like discussion, just say. Yeah. What is the love and heart? If we should develop it. What do you imagine put under heart? We say that heart is the center of everything. We should have a heart like true parents. What is the heart? What is this love?
When we understand artistically somebody or some situation.
Yeah, through heart we can understand. In my understanding,
But to transform with love is other things.
yeah,
Inside of yourself, artistically you understand. But to act and also with love.
yeah,
Is other level.
this is love, to bring it to the action. Heart is our motivation. This is what driving us forward. Why we do the things. We know it according to the principle of why we do the things is the most important. If we do centered on ourselves, it will finally appear in our action. Whatever we will try to present it, if we put self-centered on ourselves, it is there. If we put our family in the center, it will be there, Finally, sooner or later it will appear. Our heart, this is our motivation. And love, this is our sacrifice for others. Love, this is when you come home, you see there is no dishes washed, you wash it or put it in the dishwasher. Love is, when you see your child sleeping evening, not covered well, you will cover him. Love is that you cook, for your child food, or that you go to the work, bring the money and share it. This is love. Simply love, sacrifice for others. This is nothing else. So if you want to love others, you sacrifice for them. And if you want to know what is your heart behind, this is your motivation. So in this we have to resemble the true parents. So we have to understand their heart and we have to see their love. As I said, and you can see also Robbie was sharing in Albania, true mother is incredibly tired because she gives everything. Because she understands Heavenly Parent and she wants to comfort him. And because Heavenly Parent loves everybody, not just us, but even homeless people, and need to solve this situation. Did you think sometime how to solve the situation of homeless people, how to solve the situation of the nation? People should appear who will be like parents to them. As I said, we were called to that position. It's not the glorious position, it is position to sacrifice for others. But everybody can decide whether, or decide the extent he would like to sacrifice and live for them. Okay. True Father in the spirit world is always with us. He exists without corporal form, but he will never leave our side even for a moment. What do you think he desires from us at this time? It is to march forward without pausing. God's providence must continue until all people are centered on true parents, and a culture of heart overflowing with love and peace takes root, thereby establishing a new order. This is what I was trying to say. We have to use this time and we have to establish new culture. But this culture will not be changed. This week again I realized I have some time of, I realized something after I forget it. This week I again realized that changing the political situation, whatever way, whatever system, will not change the people. People will be completely same, even if you will declare the Chonelguk, even if you will declare life for the sake of others, even if you will teach principle everywhere. People will be the same as we are here. It's so they will need to see somebody who will be example for them. Somebody who will really bring the principle into the practice. Because they will study from people through their life, not through their words. So this is really essential. Without such people who will be able to live and give, proper love and have proper heart connected with Heavenly Parent and see the world same as, Heavenly Parent see. Because we know this was first problem, that Archangel didn't see same as Heavenly Parent see. If we don't see the other people as children of Heavenly Parent, with all the consequences, If I fight with the child of Heavenly Parent, this is like, if I see two children fighting in front of me, and one child will want to say to me, I want to make happy you, Daddy, yeah? I'm fighting with my brother. Yeah, surely you enjoy it. Because I have the right. And the others say, not okay, I have the right, yeah, let's fight, No, any parents would enjoy this. You will say, why you cannot, it's not important, indeed, what we are discussing about. What is important for me as the parents is that you are happy, you help to each other, you love each other. I even don't care whether you are right, I say to my children continuously, for heavenly parents, the truth doesn't matter. Love is the center. You know it very well. That's why fall can appear. Because the love has bigger power than the truth. But we are often fighting for the truth instead of for the love. But only what heavenly parents wanted happy people, loving each other, having harmonious relationship. I wanted to speak about the spiritual growth, but it never working for me. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I wrote here that true Father, same as heavenly parents, are one with each other, and who is ready to help, to save their children, help them to be liberated from evil, from selfishness and from self-centeredness. This is that, heavenly parents is one with the one who really try to help him, who want to work on the same cause. So if you want to be close to heavenly parents, you have to think how you can help to his children. This is same, if my child will come, how he can help me with the problems at home, I will feel close to that child, Same, if we want to be close to heavenly parents, true parents, we have to think how we can help their children, what we can do for them. That's why this tribal messiahship is so much blessing. Vertical for the spirit world and horizontal for people in our surrounding. Because heavenly parents is parents of all people in the spirit world and also on the earth. And we are chosen to be pioneer of the culture of heart, to give, to love others, to offer our body for heavenly parents and true parents, that through us they can give love to their children. Because, as I said, heavenly parents don't have the body, don't have the mouth. So he have only possibility to give love through us. So if we want to give love to some of his child, he needs somebody who will be willingly to do it. As I said, there is righteousness. So whenever we will do the right things, trying to help heavenly parents, we will receive something back. We will receive connection. We will receive spiritual growth. This is important that we understand the heart of true mother. Because we think that sometimes the life for true parents was so easy, but this is really amazing. For one to become true mother, 3 generations of her family had to live alone. Mother was an only daughter who grew up by herself without anyone's support when she was young. She was born as an only daughter in order to eliminate the bloodline of Satan. Mother's mother was only daughter, whose mother was also an only daughter. The 3 generations are all involved. That is why mother had to go through the suffering of 3 generations. Do you think mother was well taken care of? That her diapers were changed on time and she was fed well, when her own mother and grandmother were so engrossed in their faith that they were always away. They walked the path of absolute obedience and absolute submission to God, with single-hearted devotion and complete disregard for the care of their physical bodies, which means that mother never knew the tender affection of the human world, but learned only about her duties and love for heaven. So we can see that through mother itself went through difficult course, and we also think that we went through difficulties, we can think that, true parents went even maybe through more challenging situation. I mean, indeed, if you think they went through much more, I will never change this course. As I say, if you really think deeply about true parents, how much they invested, and up to date, people treat them, like, I don't know, cult leaders, sectarians, accusing them from all the things. In, some countries still, maybe not now, but true father was not able to enter, considered like the criminal, Their own children turned against them. It's so difficult. So we have to really understand. And still, in this situation, True Mother tried to give us the joy and try to laugh, not to have any overcome by the resentment. This is really like very, very remarkable. You can read in True Father's autobiography that True Mother need to give the birth in cold room and after staying there. She was poor nourished when she was really on the beginning of the church. And she gave also her wedding ring and engagement ring. It is amazing, You can read it here. Mother has no personal self-interest. You can see this clearly through our wedding ring. She doesn't know who it is that she gave it to. She gave away her engagement ring and her wedding ring to others. It is no ordinary woman who can give her things to the other members and then forget about it like that. I respect and praise Mother from this perspective. I praise Mother. Mother has a great side to her. This day she has been giving away her possessions, so much so that I ask her not to. She has given away everything, including even our engagement ring. While touring 40 nations during my first world tour in 1965, I bought a 1-carat diamond ring in the Netherlands because I had to give her a nice wedding ring. I had not given her a nice wedding ring at the time of our marriage. However, when I asked her where the ring has gone, she said she had given it to someone else and she could not remember who it was. That is why her engagement ring and her wedding ring as well were gone. I buy clothes to her too, but when I open our closet, there are only a few left inside. She basically shared everything with others. Yeah, this is the heart, the standard. As I say, we have to really understand the true parents. And True Father said it very clearly, that if there is king and he see his children suffer, his people, not children. Same as parents, if he sees children, he cannot eat good food, another he is false. So if you meet the people who are in need and you are really in the parental position, you will think about what to do. Of course, we cannot give everything. And I don't say that just giving the things is helping. Yeah? This is same like with the children at home, You don't give just food to the children. You guide them to go to the school. And if they are overweight, you say them you should also move, So this is really true love, But only the way that original structure will be established. Because if you think how it should be original, if Adam and Eve will not fall, they will be Adam and Eve, they will have children. They will have other children, and natural, everybody will have the parental connected, to the heavenly parents through this way. And this is the structure we have to establish. So we have to be the parents who are connected in somewhere on this level, and we have to care about other people, like about the parents. Able children, our own children, and K children, children from the outside. That's the original plan. So we have to grow up to this level. So it's very demanding, But we cannot go just to this level. There is 8 stages. This is what I wanted to talk about our spiritual growth, that we realize where we are and we can grow up. This is True Father's words. Are your bodies separated from the dominion of Satan? Have you become one with God? Unless you completely deny yourself, you cannot overcome Satan. That is why I am teaching you how to go through 3.5 years of hardship. We must progress from the beggar and the servant of servant. We must progress vertically from the servant of servant through servant, adopted child, child by concubine, child of the direct lineage, the mother, the father, and then God. 8 stages in this way. Also, the individual, family, tribe, people, nation, world, heaven and earth, and God are 8 levels as well. Thus, it is vertically 8 stages and horizontally 8 stages. This is the viewpoint of God's principle. These are not just my words. So we have to grow up, and it's everybody grows. Vertical stages, horizontal stages, Okay. It's very nice written, you know. But what do you imagine? Servant of servant. Which stage it is? According what you would like to value it, you know? Who is servant of servant? Somebody who is cleaning the street? Or how you can recognize it? Or somebody is in servant position? According what you want to judge? Not for other people, but for yourself. In which stage you are? If you would like to grow up on individual level, family level, you know, tribe level, people level. It's important, you know, because we have to grow up. We are hope of Heavenly Parent. If we will not grow up, you know, who will grow up on our place? The Heavenly Parent's providence will slow down. I don't know, you know. I wanted to prepare, study well. I downloaded the speeches, but I didn't have so much time to study it. But when I was thinking about it, it came to me the heart, the ownership. What does it mean, the ownership? If we talk about the ownership of the things, what you will see, what can decide the ownership? What do you think, what is the most important characteristic of ownership? From heavenly side. Pardon? Who loves more, yeah. And what is the love, really? Taking care, yes.
Recognize your opportunity.
Recognize your okay, but what do you think? What do you think? Heavenly Parent, when Adam and Eve fell, because Heavenly Parent was in parental position, what he did? Then he said, you know, it's anyway my children, but I don't care, you know, I fulfill my responsibility.
He took responsibility.
Yeah, he took responsibility. Responsibility. Indeed, responsibility decides the ownership. I believe so. If you are responsible for cleaning your home, you are really owner of it. If you are responsible for, you know, keeping order in the city, you are owner of the city. From Heavenly Parent's viewpoint. You know, that's in love, because we will invest. Yeah, you cannot do it without love. But responsibility, as you feel responsible towards these things, it will show you the level of your growing. I was thinking about it. I don't say that I understand it. But, okay, what we can think about the servant of servant. Servant of servant is somebody who works and you even don't know his name. In the job, for example, if the big boss, you know, of my company, he wants to be something done, you know, he will put something to my boss, and my boss asks me something. And I will work, but, you know, nobody will know that it's my work, you know, because it will not go to the director that I was done, you know. Because I am servant of servant, I am serving of my boss. So, if you are in this position, do you understand what I mean? Just ask. You know, he's not know even his master. You know, I even don't know, you know, who gives the task to my boss sometimes. You know, I just receive it, have to be done, I do it. You know, and he just do the things because he expects a profit from it. Profit. So if my boss asks me, do this, I expect that I will be paid at the end of the month. Once I will not be paid, I will leave. You know, because I don't have any connection there personally. This is servant of servant. He is just working very clearly, not expecting anything other. Just he will receive his own benefit. If you can imagine servant of servant of our Heavenly Parent, how you can imagine it, this level? Yeah? I do the things which I think should be done, you know, come to Sunday service, whatever, praying, and you will bless me, you will give me good things. Yeah? It should work like this, not? It should be righteous. I invest, I should receive something back. No? That's my understanding of this level. You can go to the servant level. You know, it's not connected, you know. We have to go, in individual level, we have to go through eight stages. On family level, all 8 stages, you know it well. I just put it like this because if I put it like this, you will not be able to read it. But it's not connected that, you know, 7 on 7, so individual 7, yeah? There is no connection between it. It's just, on individual level, we are coming through this, you know. If we use our body, like the child is born, and don't care about the body itself. This is like mind, which is in subject position, is like in this servant position towards the body. You know, you just use it. Once you getting older and older, you realize that you need to care about your body, to keep it in good health, that itself, you know. You cannot just use it for your whatever come to you, you know. And you have to think twice whether you will, for example, smoke, drink alcohol, or do other things, because it's damaging your body, you know. So, how you imagine from the position of responsibility servant? He is a little bit more taking responsibility. I don't know, again I say this is my understanding. He does the things for his master and expect that he will appreciate his personal effort, because he already knows his master. So he will appreciate what he is doing. And if he will not receive payment, he will not stay a long time. Of course, he has already some kind of personal relationship with his master, but if he long time is able, his master, you know him, and he say, okay, now is situation, I cannot pay you, I cannot give you something. Can you survive 1 month? Okay, yeah, we know each other, we work with each other already, so I stay. But if it's going for a long time, he will leave. So this is for Heavenly Parent also, we can say that, okay, we try to live good life, and we expect the blessing. Okay, if it's not coming, we survive a little bit longer. But if it's not coming for a long time, we will say, why this difficulty is coming to me, if we are on that level. Adopted child. Adopted child knows that he will inherit from the parents. So he has personal motivation to develop, but does not feel connected with them. I was adopted. I mean, not like personally, but if I'm like adopted child on that level. So I feel, this will be mine. So whatever I invest, it will be me. Even if I don't have profit from it personally now, later I will profit from it. But if I see that things are not developing well, I will leave, because I'm not connected with my parents. So I can say I was adopted by some people, but what they have to do with me. So such person can leave, So if it's Heavenly Parents, it can go for longer, I can do these things, but if it's really not bringing anything, I don't feel why I should help to Heavenly Parent. And I will stop to make the effort. Child by a concubine or stepchild, such child knows that he will also inherit from his parents, but does not feel unbreakable connection with them. So he feels just connected to one of the parents, This connection is weak. It's not really like filial-child connection, but it can be breakable. So if it can survive even longer, go through the difficulties, but if it see that the things are not going well, it's still, I think, ready to leave, and to change. Child of the direct lineage. This know very well that will inherit from the parents and feel connected with them. And in the moment the things will not go well, he will be ready to support the parents and sacrifice for them. This is very important, because children, filial children, they really should understand. This is what we should be towards true parents. They should understand the level of parent sacrifice and should feel connection to it. So towards Heavenly Parents, if we reach this level, basically whatever difficulties we go through, we will never change, because we understand how much we receive, and we will look for the possibilities what we can give back to Heavenly Parents, how we can contribute. Not that we receive something back, but because we already know that as the children we receive. And also as the children we should understand already what Heavenly Parents need, and trying to find the active role, how we can help. So when we see the basic things two parents are working for, we have this 40 days condition, so we know what is important. So we are looking the way how we can connect with it. Mother. This is already a very big difference when you are the mother. What do you think? What changed between the child and mother on this level? Yes, heart. And what is the heart? I said it. This is motivation. Motivation change. And do you know what's changed when you become the parents? I was saying it also this year. What makes really parents parent? What is the responsibility? Exactly. When you reach this level, you feel responsible for the situation. It's different, than a child. You do and follow, trying to find the ways, but you feel responsible. I am responsible. Not just that I do the things I was saying, and everything will be okay. I try to fulfill what I should do, but now I am responsible. It's really different. Once you come to this level that you feel responsible for the situation, you think different way, completely different way. And mother has embracing and comforting approach. Want the child to feel well. So you feel responsible in that stage that, it feel well. If you will be towards heavenly parents, you will feel that, his children can feel well. You feel responsible to make them feel good. Yeah? Father, it is same. He feels responsible for the result. But he have different approach than the mother. He have the challenging and demanding approach. Wants the children to grow up well and mature properly. This is very important, different, because it's not just good that the children feel well, but you want that the children develop their good characteristics. And it's not just helping them, that you give them everything. You need to guide them, that they grow up. This is also why we need to grow up, Heavenly parents need people who will grow up. That's why He will drive us through challenging situations. Because who can help people who go through challenging situations? Just people who overcome it. So if we will not go through challenging situations, not overcome it successfully, how we can help them? So, through parents went through challenging situations. So connecting to this movement, we can expect challenging situations in our life, not as punishment, but as possibility to grow up and learn how to go through them and be able to help the other people also. Yeah. So if you are in the Father, you feel responsibility, and you just don't want to make people feel good, but you want to make them grow up. Yeah? And mature, use their potential. And Heavenly Parent, this is, I think, completely everything, it's very difficult. For me, when I was thinking what it means this level, it's unusual for me, but He feels also responsible for the result, and He is ready to do anything for creating proper environment for His child. Because Heavenly Parents, in order that we can develop, He created all the universe. This is His approach. He created everything. So Father said, if we need the planet from diamond, He will create planet from diamond, Anything what can help us, really. So it's not just feel responsible, not just trying to raise up, but He do everything, to make the environment, This is really completely level which you can reach. And all these stages of the growth, you can look. You can see individual, how you are in your mind and body, how you are caring about your body, that it can work well, properly, and can serve to the others. How you can caring about your family members, from this, from this level. From the tribe, people outside, yeah? Whether you are just a servant, if they give me, I give them something back, like in Old Testament, Or even servant of servant, that, I just do what is really needed, that I don't, I keep the rules, just I don't receive the penalty, because I will be punished if I don't keep the rules, I pay taxation just, in order that I don't receive the penalty, not because, I care about the people and other things, for example. And other things, a nation, world, heaven and earth, Heavenly Parents level. This is important, we are everywhere. I don't say that, I'm far, from the being on the end. But at least it's important to realize where we are. Nobody is judging us. indeed that we are here, it means that Heavenly Parents have a great hope in us, that we can develop by following the teaching of true parents. So we have to just make the effort to grow up, that we can feel connected. You know, when we are coming from Chombo event, from Germany, in Sunday, we had possibility to have the call with Esther, you know, which is in Switzerland, fundraising. And it was so amazing, you know, to feel that she felt so inspired because she felt close Heavenly Parents. Because you remember your fundraising time, she felt close through her experiences. I felt really so well because she was able to share how she feel, you know, through her day, how Heavenly Parents was working, you know, and this. It's really amazing, you know, if we have these experiences, that Heavenly Parents is close to us. It can really inspire. I know that, you know, you cannot keep these experiences for long. I know from my own experiences this is encouragement also somehow in the beginning. And as I said, more and more person will feel close to Heavenly Parents. Heavenly Parents will more and more trust Him and open Him His own heart. And once Heavenly Parents will open your heart, you will see that He cannot be happy nowadays. Yeah. But it's so nice, you know, to have, you know, and we have to know that where we are, and we have to grow up. We have to make the effort. Because if we will not grow up, who will do it? You know, who will help to Heavenly Parent to really convey His heart and represent Him and true parents towards others? Okay. So this is, I have to another quotation with this from True Father. Just, I think this is much better summarization that I was able to see. You may be thinking, those 8 stages were just thought up by Reverend Moon. I have no need for indemnity. But that is totally wrong. The human portion of responsibility is a fact that, and there exists a formula cause springing from our portion of responsibility. If there had been no form, we would have been able to pass this course naturally in 21 years. But now, because there are walls blocking our way, we must deal with them one by one. Because of Satan, we cannot go through all stages at once. We have to deal with them one by one and restore them. Because of the fall, Satan appeared and indemnity condition appeared. Because we must fulfill our human portion of responsibility, indemnity condition are an unavoidable process. So we should be grateful that we have 40 days condition. National level. Yeah, because you know, it's more easy if somebody make for you condition, you don't need to create them yourself. No? I hope that when you are reading the emails about it, you think like this, not like that. Again, you know, they want something. But that you feel that we try to help you, because we are making this condition to help you and help the donation, not to make it because we are really enjoying to writing the letters. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. At least I enjoy myself, but okay. So if you do not feel to take responsibility for the tribe people, we cannot look how to use our abilities given by Heavenly Parent. Everybody have a special abilities. This is the important. And I will really be happy that you use these special abilities. So if you feel that you would like to use for the Heavenly Parents, for community, your abilities which you have, just feel free to come to me. You know, it's not a problem. We can do the things which we like. If you look on these 8 stages, you know, okay. You know, when you go through this, basically, on this level, nobody take responsibility for the things, and he's just basically doing the things which will bring in effort, which he like or he will receive something for. And I don't say that I'm over this level. Nobody demanding, you know, from you that you feel in the parental responsibility and you will do something even you don't like. Even if you feel that you would like to contribute with like something what you like, just come to me. Maybe we can find a way how you can contribute on that level. Yeah? And no problem, you know, we can, this is the way like we can grow up. So if you feel inspired for something you would like to do, you feel that Heavenly Parents give you some special ability which can help, just feel free, because as I said, we can receive back what we invest. Yeah. So if we invest 1 hour in our spiritual growth a day, we will receive such amount. If we invest 1 hour a week, this is our effort. This is same like when you study the language, you know. I study Italian language already 4 years. 1 hour a week, and it's go very slow. Yeah. But yeah, this time I invest in it. I don't have time and so much inspiration to study between the hours, so I just study on the hours, and it's going slowly. It corresponds to my effort, yeah. It's also not important for me. So this is same for our spiritual growth. If it's not important for us, it will be slow, or even it can deteriorate, you know, because we are continuously exposed to the outside world, you know, and we can think that we should live same like people living outside. As I said, Heavenly Parents was working 6,000 years to bring Adam and Eve, to bring the standard, because He is convinced that this is only way how the people can change, how they can be really truly happy. And if we reject this and we want to continue like people living outside of us, we will have similar result like they have. It's expectable, you know. So if we will not invest in our spiritual growth, in trying to resemble true parents, we will live life like every other people live. We know how it's happened to Jews when they arrived to the Canaan. They assimilated, we can also, it's happened to us. Happened to the Christians, you know, first Christian, they kept the hide fire, but after, you know, in the Middle Age, they start to be corrupted in their faith, you know, and the places, papacy, everything was bought by the people. And they went away from the will. That's why, you know, the Protestant Reformation came. And again brought up, but again we can see that Protestant nation, which developed more than the Catholic nation, still nowadays they are turning away from Heavenly Parent. Yeah. This is the last. After I learned about the law of indemnity in this world, in heaven and earth, I focus on the love for an individual, then the love for a family, then on the love for a tribe, people and nation. And each stage, Satan tried everything imaginable to try to crush this love. That is why religion goes the way of persecution. It has had to shed tears and blood. We cannot go up to high and comfortable place. We have to stay in the uncomfortable place. That is our safety zone. Satan is arrogant, so he dislikes difficult places. That is why the most miserable place is the safety zone. Yeah, it's natural if Heavenly Parents don't feel well, you know. It's very difficult to feel connected with Him if you will just celebrate and enjoy, you know. It's natural. Of course, you know, He can understand it and He will not persecute it, but you will not feel connected with Him. Yeah. This is, you know, like you can imagine a parent, you know, he has some child which suffer with sicknesses, and you will come to invite him for a party, or, you know, understand? You know, he can say, okay, yeah, go enjoy, you know, or something else, you know, for celebration. But now I have to be here because, you know, my child is going through difficulties. You know, I have to be here and afford, you know, I'm so sorry I cannot go with you. You know, parents will, but you understand, you know, you will be connected with him, you know. Can you imagine, you know, somebody have and you inviting him for the wedding? Sometimes, you know, they even postpone such a celebration if somebody is sick or somebody died, because they understand that, you know, you cannot go one day for the barrier, another day for the wedding, you know. It's normal. So if Heavenly Parents suffer, you know, and we want to enjoy, yeah, it's fine, we can try to do, but we cannot feel connected with Him to like deep extent, you know. Of course, you know, if we stay on the some kind of child which is not yet grown up, it's natural, you know, parents can understand that, you know, even on the barrier, you know, small children are running and playing with each other. Or, you know, if there is something, you know, in the hospital also. But, you know, it's showing, you know, the connection of the heart. And it's natural, you know, we are growing also, and we should really understand to which level we are progressing in this. And it's again not to judge each other, you know, I don't say that I'm somewhere up, please don't look like this. Yeah, but this is important for us to sing, you know, when we want to really be connected with the Heavenly Parent, where we are and how we should like really progress. And it's good to be sincere to each other. I'm on this level, okay, yeah, and I will make the effort. Heavenly Parent will not judge anybody for this. He knows anyway on which level we are, so we don't need to pretend to him. But for us, it's much more important to realize it and try to make the effort. Anyway, I really wanted to make something inspired about the spiritual growth. I don't know, it's turning every time like this. But, yeah, but I believe that Heavenly Parents is really proud of each one of you and have big hope in front of you. And, yeah, we should really try to utilize these things. And indeed, Heavenly Parents have big hope now, and through Mother is changing the things. Really, it's amazing which foundation she has, in the restoring of the nations. And yeah, we have to try to connect to it. So thank you very much for all your effort which you are making, all what you try, that you try to create the spiritual conditions, and thank you for listening.
Szépen imádkozunk egy pár percig csöndben. Most testvérek, szeretném megkérni, hogy álljatok fel, és szeretném megkérni Dávidot, illetve Zsuzsát, a szentvezetőinket a zálogaink felajánlására.
Imádkozzunk. Drága mennyei szívem, köszönjük, hogy itt lettünk és hallhattuk ezt az üzenetet Dávidtól. Köszönjük mindenkinek, aki eljött, mennyei szívem. Köszönjük azt, hogy vigyáztál ránk a hét folyamán. Vigyázol családunkra, környezetünkre, mennyei szívem. Tényleg hálásak vagyunk azért, mert mindig tanítasz bennünket, mennyei szívünk, és szeretnénk Nem csak megfogadni a tanításodat, hanem azáltal, hogy megértjük és a gyakorlatba átültetjük, ha csak lépésenként is, másoknak is továbbadni mennyei szülőnk. Hiszen amikor másoknak tudunk segíteni, másoknak a szívébe tudunk egy kis reményt vinni, mennyei szülőnk, akkor mi magunk is nagyon sok energiát és erőt kapunk, mennyei szülőnk, és inspirációt a folytatáshoz. Mennyei szülőnk látva igaz anyát, aki nem kíméli magát, nem hétről hétre, hónapról hónapra igyekszik elvinni a te szeretetedet, a te üzenetedet és tanításodat minden emberhez, mennyei szülőm. Tényleg ez személy szerint nekem nagyon sok bátorítást és reményt ad. Reményt ad, mert egy olyan időben élünk, ahol bár sok nehézség van, sok szomorúság és sok fájdalom, és ezt mind át kell érezned, mennyei szülőm. Ugyanakkor nagyon sok remény is van, hiszen minél többen tudjuk egyszülött lányoddal az egységet megvalósítani, minél többen tudunk a lelkiismeretünk szerint megfelelő életet élni, és erre másokat tanítani, annál világosabb lesz a szellemi világ is, annál több remény van, mennyei szülőnk, és hiszek benne, hiszek abban, mennyei szülőm, és biztos vagyok benne, hogy testvéreim is, akik itt vannak, hisznek abban, hogy fel tudjuk építeni a mennyországot, mennyei szülőnk, nem csak a szívünkben, és nem csak a szellemi világban, hanem itt a földön is, mennyei szülőnk. És imádkozom azért, hogy megtaláljuk a környezetünkben azokat az embereket, akiknek tovább tudjuk adni ezt a jó hírt, hogy itt van az egyszülött lányunk. És imádkozom, mennyei szülőnk, hogy tényleg szabadon tudjál mindegyikünk által dolgozni. Ezt ajánlom föl, Krimer Zsuzsanna nevében, egy áldott központi család folytásig.
Köszönjük szépen, foglaljatok el. A bejelentések vannak még ugye hátra. Mindenki következik Facebookon, ugye, vagy nem tudom, aki Facebookon jelen van. Ki nem tud róla, hogy van egy csoport, egy Facebookos ilyen belső egyesítős csoport, Egyesítő Közösségnek. Igen, próbálok rendszeresen azért egyrészt az egyesítő híreket feltenni oda a leveleket, többé-kevésbé másod meg egy kis pozitív adás-elfogadás kapcsolatokat, ilyen pozitív inspirációt, ösztönzést. Szóval aki esetleg e-mailben nem kapja, aki nincsen Facebookon, az akkor e-mailben tudja olvasni ugye ezeket a híreket, ugye a bejelentések, amiket tartunk ilyenek vasárnap. Mindig kimennek, minden információ megy e-mailben, vagy próbáljuk legalább a Facebookon elküldeni. Szóval a legfontosabbak a bejelentésekből, ugye, amit a Dávid már az elején elég sokáig hangsúlyozott, ugye, hogy vannak a feltételek, a Johnson feltételek, van egy magyarországi feltétel, remélem ezt szép mindenki tudja, a múlt héten, kedden vagy hétfőn kezdődött, illetve most holnap hétfőn fog kezdődni a világszintű feltételi fogalom, itt megkeresni, nagyon röviden, nem ezt. Szóval lesz a feltétel, ami kezdődik holnap. A nemzeti feltételnek ugye a maga felajánlása az a 21 perc hundokja. A világszintű feltételnek pedig ugye Dávid ahogy részletezte, hogy egyrészt valamilyen fizikai felajánlás, másrészt ugye az, hogy megpróbálni megvalósítani a 430 pár áldását, vagy a 430. generációig az ősök felszabadítását, illetve ugye az anyagi felajánlás. És ez lesz ugye holnap után kedden, illetve szerdán pedig hajnalban Ez rossz az izé, igen, melyik videón volt, valamelyik videón volt, de akkor a másik videóban volt. Mind a kettő videóban volt említve, hajnali 2:30 és 3-kor lesz ugye a közvetítés majd Koreából, bocsánat, Kambodzsából. Megvan. Vissza. Szóval 2:30-kor, illetve hajnali 3-kor. Ez ismét egy olyan dolog, ugye, hogy hát azért 2:30-kor vagy 3-kor nekiállni közvetítést nézni húzós, viszont azért az eddigieket is láttuk, volt múlt hétvégén is közvetítés, hogy tud azért inspirációt, ösztönzést adni, hogyha belenézzünk legalább részben. Aztán persze nem sikerül, akkor meg lehet nézni utólag, mert az eddigiek is meg voltak utólag, később is megnézhetőek az IPS TV honlapon, vagy a különböző honlapokon. És szombaton pedig, de azt ugye a kárposok vagy a fiatalok úgy is tudják, a második generációsok, hogy szombaton lesz
ezek Facebookon is fenn vannak egyébként.
Igen.
Facebookozik, a PIS TV az egyből Facebook.
De most nem tudom.
Mindegyik ilyen van.
Na jó, nem tudom most itt mutatni, azért van így.
Csak azért, hogy
igen.
könnyebb, hogy nem a PIS TV-n kell, hanem
értem,
Facebookon egyből ott van az élő előadás.
A videót, igen. Ja, igen, mert úgy volt a múltkor, igen, ahol szombaton.
Tehát ez fönn van egyből, és nem kell külön linkeket keresni, hanem...
Igen, ott van.
Így van. Szombaton meg lesz a Háknak, ugye?
Igen.
Az viszont nem volt a... Azt én ugrottam át, igen, akkor korábbi. Pénteken pedig itt van, az Irdzsungi ma éjféltől 3-ig, így van, a Békeházban.
És még 28-án lesz itt az előadás, ugyanazon.
Igen.
Just also, Dieter Schmidt is coming, our regional director is coming Friday, together with John Ke. Yeah, John Ke will stay also till Sunday, but Dieter will leave Saturday, most probably he brings 3, and he's planning to meet, the elder youth and the parents about talking about BSP. It seems from 3 o'clock it will be. But we don't know yet how it will be when. We will have Wednesday to talk with him to details, so probably Thursday we can let the people know. But if you would like to take a part, so the parents of the elder children and the children, elder youth also, itself, you can say to Juji or to me today, and Thursday or Friday we can let you know, Thursday, but we agree on Wednesday, yeah? But he's planning to come, just that you know, or if you will have some personal issue would like to discuss with him, also you can let us and we can ask if he will have time. Yeah?
Which day is it planned to have this meeting? Friday or Saturday?
Friday. Saturday 3 o'clock he will leave already.
De a körülmények még nem tisztázottak. Igen.
Nagyon korai a házon.
Ez nem minden második generáció.
Jó, ez kiderül. Tessék követni akkor az e-maileket, illetve a Facebookot, majd megtudjuk még a héten.
Persze elküldök külön azoknak a szülőknek.
But just on Thursday, yeah? Just on Thursday.
Hát azért, mert ők kérték, hogy a elder second gen. Tehát én azért kérdeztem rá, hogy ők kit értenek ez alatt, tudod? Én rákérdeztem, és akkor nekik én el fogom küldeni. Mert szerdán mondja a részleteket, én csak ennyit tudok, amennyit most elmondtam neked. Jó, majd akkor megbeszéljük.
De kapunk értesítést mindenképpen a pontos időpontról még később. A szerdáról pedig, hogy szerdán akkor este 8-kor mindenki állítsa be a telefonján az ébresztőt, hogy este 8-kor lesz a Zoom meeting. Maga az, hogy Zoom, igazából ez egy eszköz, a találkozó, egy közös ima találkozó igazából annyi van ilyenkor, hogy egy képviselő imádkozik, olvasunk egy rövid hundokét, pár perc hundok, és utána 7 perc közös ima. Igazából ennyiből áll az egész. Szokott, hát amikor, igen. Igen, mi történik az elmúlt napokban, mi történik éppen a gondviselésen, mi történik éppen Európában, összefoglalja Michael egy pár szóban. Szóval igazából egy ilyen maga a közös ima lehetőség az, ami van ilyenkor szerdánként. És akkor, ja igen, múlt héten csütörtökön egy nagyon jó előadást hallgattunk. András úgy húzza száját, igazából a Sziget-Szent Miklósi közösség volt jelen Sziget-Szent Miklóson ezen az előadáson, és András meg Anikó nagyon-nagyon jó előadást tartottak. Egy vendéget, Andrásnak egy vendége szórólakozásból, illetve két zenész, illetve végighallgatták, egy cukrászdában volt maga az előadás, és a tulajdonos, illetve a két pincér, akkor nem voltak vendégek, a két pincér is folyamatosan ott állt az ajtóban, és hallgatták az előadást. Szerintem nagyon jó volt Anikó is, meg András is, és ez lesz 28-án majd itt a Békeházban. Nagyon jó zene. Az lesz egyébként?
Lesz.
Nagyon jó zene volt. Úgyhogy...
Today and next Sunday we go to witnessing after Sunday service for it. I mean today is even longer will be the lecture. Vannak majd a...
Tehát ma egykor witnessing
lesz, bele van 1000 darab. Nem kevés.
Hosszabb witnessing lesz erre az eladásra is, és lehet, úgyis fogunk witnessingelni, hogy föl tudjunk valakit hozni akár előadásra, ugyanis a Júci bevezető felkészült. Ugye Júcika? Jó, köszönjük, ennyi volt már akkor.
Ennyi volt a bejelentések, én azt hiszem, szeretnék szépen kívánni mindenkinek, köszönöm szépen.
Доброго дня.